Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We've talked the last week and a half about the E for evaluate. So today we are going to start with the next steps of writing the M and the P, which is make a plan. When you evaluate, what do you need to remember to do? What do you do when you evaluate?
Evaluate. Take your time.
You do take your time, yep. What do you need to circle?
Oh,
Questions.
what it's telling you to do?
Yeah, circle the action words, what they are telling you to do. What do you need to underline?
What it's telling you to do?
So you circle the action words, and then you underline what they're asking you to do.
Didn't you just say?
So, we are working today on making a plan. So when you make a plan, you've already evaluated, you know what they're asking you to do in the prompt. Now we need to actually do it. So now we have to make a plan before we start the actual writing. So we need to figure out, when you make a plan, what is your job? So we've talked about circling and underlining. We've talked about how many parts you're going to have. Now we're talking about what your job is going to be. Has Mrs. Hester ever talked about, I think, the author's purpose in English?
I don't know. Author's purpose?
No.
Yeah, what the purpose is for the author for writing. Take a look up here. Here are your options of what your job as a writer is going to be. So put your eyes up here, please. With someone sitting next to you, tell me, what does it mean to compare and contrast? Talk with the person next to you a minute. What does it mean to compare and contrast?
Comparing is something you like.
Comparing is something you like.
Contrast is, you can do that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, I need a volunteer to tell me what is compare when you compare two things.
Compare something you like.
Right. You're looking at two things and deciding how they're the same. So what would contrast be? What would contrast be then? If comparing is saying how two things are the same, what is contrast? Like, what did you say?
Two things that are different?
Two things that are different, okay? So your purpose might be to tell how things are alike, or your purpose might be to tell how things are different. What does it mean to persuade? If you're going to persuade someone.
Isn't it like take someone's interest or something? I don't know. Bring someone's interest?
You're on the right track. Remember, we were going to try to persuade Mr. Perot to let us have a rabbit in the room?
Make him.
I didn't try, actually. But
Make him.
it means to try to talk somebody into something. Yep.
Why did I not know that? I mean, my dad let me get me books and last week.
What does it mean to summarize?
Tell what you did.
In a short sentence or 2 sentences.
Yeah. To give just a general, just a little bit, tell the main idea. How about when you retell something?
Retell it.
The re at the beginning needs to do it again. Tell again. So you're going to retell it. So I need you to find a partner. You are going to play a little game of memory, and then we are going to do some of these together. I'll do one, and then we'll do the other couple together. So you are going to play a game of memory, and you are going to mix these up. See if you and your partner can match these. And actually, I'll have you just see if you can find matches without turning them over, because that might take too long. So see if you can put these together. Give information. So I'm going to find the card that says, let's see, tell what you believe about a topic. Is that giving information? No. Using adjectives to give the reader a vivid picture. Well, it sounds like you're describing. Tell how two things are different. So you're going to look through here. You're going to see if you can, here, right here, find the matches for these jobs. Where do you have a partner? Do you guys want yellow or pink, or doesn't it matter?
Pink.
There you go.
Get it.
Oh, sorry.
Got it.
All right. So see if you can find the ones that match. So we have retelling, giving an opinion, describe, compare, contrast, summarize, and persuade. Let me know who is the, when you're done, raise your hand and I want to see who's the first group who will get done.
We're done.
You're not done yet?
This is not what you believe.
I got summarize.
I don't think you matched anything over there.
Contrast, persuade, describe, retell. Oh, I still need to get these out.
Am I done?
Where's convince or something?
Sorry, we're slow at
Leave
this.
about your topic.
That's okay.
Peach, my way and see what it is. Tell how feelings are like.
All right, we're finding matches.
Tell what made
And remember that these are what your purpose as an author is going to be. The reason that you're writing. Okay, so this is going to be your, these are the jobs.
Tell how two things are different. Tell.
For some writing prompts, you might have more than one job.
We're done.
We're done. We finished first.
Bet.
Bet.
We were.
I'm pretty
That- they were
sure it
done
was a
first.
tie.
They started before us.
No, it wasn't. Did you?
They started before us.
Oh, we finished though.
Breaker.
They started before us though.
Candy.
Who do you think won?
Wait a second.
I think we did.
All right, so what did you guys put for describe? What was the match you found?
Use adjectives to give the reader a vivid picture.
Okay.
Same here.
What did you guys have for persuade?
Persuade. Convince your reader to think a sensual way. Believe what you believe or think.
That's what we had
Good.
to.
Did you guys find a match for something yet?
Yeah.
All right, what one did you get?
Bro, I'm
For the compare, we put tell how two things are alike.
Yep, comparing, telling how two things are alike.
Where's different at?
Which one? Whatever one we haven't done yet.
Give information. Tell what you know about the topic.
Good. All right, your group. What's another one that you guys got? We did retell.
Which one didn't we do? Summarize.
We didn't do contrasts.
What did they do?
Tell how two things are alike. Contrast.
Different, yep.
Oh.
This is different.
Yep. All right, I need one of you in your group to collect the cards, clip them again, and bring them up here.
Dude,
I think I have someone's clip.
I'm the one that put them all out and everything. You bring them back to her then.
I'm the one who goes.
Oh, you guys got a clip? I think I might have your clip.
Vinny. Now,
Okay.
please.
I can get it from you later.
Here it comes.
Well, I wasn't prepared for that one.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you don't toss somebody something unless they're prepared.
No, you guys do that.
All right. Put your eyes up here. The first part, the E, is what we've already done. Okay? So we're doing the same thing, but we're just adding one more step. Okay? So I will do the first one. And listen to how I talk through the steps. Okay? Explain how a tadpole becomes a frog. So I need to circle the action that they want me to do. So I'm going to circle explain.
Explain. Underline.
Okay? They want me to explain. Explain what? How a tadpole becomes a frog. All right. So I'm going to have one part. There's one thing circled, there's one part. All right. My job, this is where the new part comes in. Here are my jobs up here: to give information, to retell, to summarize. If I need to explain how a tadpole becomes a frog, my job would probably be, I think I'm going to be giving information because I'm going to be explaining the steps of something. So my job, give information. Now, when the writing prompts get to be more complicated, when there gets to be more parts to something, you might have more than one job. You may have give information and persuade if you're trying to talk somebody into something. Okay? So you might have more than one job. So that's why it has that S there. There might be more than one. All right, so let's do this one together. Write 2 paragraphs describing the perfect tree fort. Tell about where it would be and what it would look like. All right, so all together, what do I need to circle first?
Right.
Right, thank you.
And tell.
All right, what would I need to underline?
2 paragraphs describing.
All right, 2 paragraphs describing the perfect tree. Do I need to circle anything else?
Yes.
All right, what do I need to circle?
Tell.
Tell. What do I need to underline?
Where would be in the wait, can you?
Where it would be and
What it would look like.
okay. Raise your fingers. How many parts am I going to have? Fingers? 2. You're exactly right. 2 parts. I'm going to write and I'm going to tell. This is where the new part comes in. Okay? If you were going to write about the perfect tree fort and tell about where you'd put it and what it would look like, what do you think your jobs might be? I might, I heard some people say, and that's exactly what I was thinking too, I would probably want to describe, because I'm going to be telling about where it would be and what it would look like. Is there any other job, do you think, that we might want to do besides
Give
describe?
information. Where it would be. What it would look like.
Tell what you know. Tell what you know about a topic.
Compare.
I might just leave it describe with that one. I'm not telling anybody anything new. I'm not teaching them anything. So I might just say describe. In a short essay, compare and contrast your 2 favorite foods. What am I going to need to circle?
Compare.
All right, compare.
Contrast.
And contrast.
2 favorite foods.
Thank you all. 2 favorite foods. Hold your fingers up. How many parts are we going to have?
Oh.
Thank you. 2 parts. You're going to compare and you're going to contrast. So what do you think? I think I might have 2 jobs with this one. What do you think your jobs are going to be?
Compare.
Compare.
Contrast.
Contrast. I'll say first.
You said it like 7 seconds after.
One of my jobs is going to be to compare. How about the other job?
Contrast.
It's going to be a contrast.
Oh man.
All right. I'm going to give you this one. You're going to do number 4 at the bottom with your partner, and I'm going to come around and we'll talk it out. So try number 4 with your partner, and then I will see what you guys come up with. Yep, put your name on there.
Do I follow you?
All right, so put your name on there.
Right. Convince. That's weird. Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
So work with your neighbor. Everything else is the same that we've done. The only thing that we're doing different is adding what your job is going to be, or what your jobs. When you're done with that, and we're feeling comfortable, if we think that you got it, then we're gonna do the back part. Okay? And so I'll come around and check and we'll see what you got here.
This is persuade.
Right?
Oh.
Convince. Yep. Yep. Exactly.
I can't underline.
All right, how you doing?
Oh, I got it.
All right, and you were right with convince.
Oh, I was?
Because that's an action that you were going to do. Don't forget to underline a letter, and then underline why did you get a class pet. If you're writing him a letter to convince him of something, I might want to persuade him to do something.
Persuade.
So show me your fingers. How are you feeling? No fingers is that you don't. I don't get it. Hold up a 1 if you think I might need a little help. A 2 is well. I just think I kind of need more practice. And 3 is yeah, I'm getting it. 4 is I can show this. I understand it and I can show you. And number 5 is you understand it so well you could probably teach someone else to do it. How are we feeling?
5, half 5.
Okay, so most people are comfortable. Turn it over. And this part you're going to do with your partner. Okay? When you're done, put your name on it and turn it in. And then we're going to do the relay. I thought of some more words. I was going to have 3 groups, but there's only enough of you, I think, maybe for 2 relay groups today.
No,
So I hope you brought your running shoes.
Oh, I do it in my backpack.
Because we're going to be running. All right. Who has questions?
Me.
Yes.
Can you help me with number 4 on the back?
What?
Can you help me with number 4 on the back?
Yep. You understand. Anybody else? What questions do you have?
Oh, yeah.
Are you picking the teams for relay?
Okay. All right.
Can I
Then let's get to it.
Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh.